Okay, solving the square root of 213 without a calculator. Again, I need to add, if I'm going to the hundredths place, I need to multiply that by 2 and add 2 more. So I need to add 4 plus 2 is 6 zeros. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Those are going to be in pairs, remember. 13 goes together then, and then 2 doesn't have a pair, so I'm going to stick a 0 in front of it. And that's what I'm starting with is that 0, 2. So I need to pick a square root for my right side here that is closest to 2 without going over. Closest to 2 without going over. Well, this goes over, so the only other thing left would be the square root of 1. So I'm going to start with 1. Okay, so for that 1, remember it goes above the pair of 2. The square root of 1, I'm going to square it. 1 squared is just 1. And I'm going to subtract that, and I get 1. Okay, and then my magic numbers here on my left side, I'm going to take whatever number I started with that 1, I'm going to double it. So 1 times 2 is 2, and that's what I'm starting with here. So we're going to have a 2. The next set of numbers I'm bringing down is that 13. So now I have 113. So I know that my next magic number is going to be something, that it's going to be 2 something times that same something. So let's see, 2 something times that something is going to be less than or equal to that 113 that I just got. So 21 times 1 would be 1, 22 times 2 would be 44. I'm going to try 24 maybe times 4. That's 16 is 9. 25 times 5 would be 125. That would be too much. So it's got to be 24. So that magic number is 4. Okay, so 24 times 4 is what I just got. That's what you're going to put under, like long division, you subtract. And I get 17. I'm going to bring down that next set of zeros. That magic 4 goes above the 13. That's where it was. That was the number 13 that I was using. So I have 24. I'm taking that 4, I'm going to double it just like I doubled the 1 at the top to get the 2 originally. So double 4 is 8, and then I got to get my new magic number. So this time I have 2, 8, blank, something times that same number is going to be less than or equal. I have 1700 this time. Okay, so I'm going to try 285 times 5, 25, 42. I would use a calculator if I were you. That's close. 286 would definitely be too much for that. So I'm going to start there. So 5 is my new magic number, 5. And 285 times that 5 is 1425. I subtract and I get 275, and I start again. Bring down the next set of zeros. And I got to get my new magic number. So 5 doubled is 10. So that's where it gets tricky. Instead of putting this 8 and then putting a 10 behind, or I guess a 5 would be there first. No, and then put the 10 behind it. That's not what I want to do. The 10, because it has a ones place and a tens place, the tens place gets added to that 8. So the 8 changes into a 9. So I have 2, 9, and then that 0 just goes right behind it. And now I got to get my new magic number. So 290 blank times that same number, so you can kind of think of that as x because they're going to be the same thing, is got to equal less than or equal to 27,500. So let's see, 2,000 going to 2,700, that's going to be a big number. So I'm going to try 8 first, 6, that's 72, 7, 16 plus that. That's not going to be enough. Let's try 9. 81, 8, 81, 18, 27. Oh, yep, that's less than. Okay, so I'm going to go with the 9. 9 is my magic number, and that gives us 27,181. I subtract that, and I should get 1,319. And that 9 goes up here as my magic number. I've got one set of zeros more to bring down, so I'm going to do it again. Double 9, we know is 18. So instead of putting that 0, that 1's going to get added to that place value. And now I have the 8 behind it and my new magic number. So I'm going to come up here since they ran out of room. 2918 something times that same something is less than or equal to 131,900. So let's try 5. This is just guess and check. 42, 9, 45, 14. Nope, that's too many, so I bet it's going to be 4. 16, 33, 7, 36, 11. Perfect. So that number was a 4. So my magic number was a 4. That's going to go on top. And I can put this was right here, 6, 7, 3, 6. So you do have some left over. If you were to keep going, you would just keep going. But I don't need to keep going. I'm going to bring my decimal up. I'm rounding to this place value, so I'm looking to the right. And that 4 is going to make it stay the same. So my answer is 14.59.